Coach, I guess you got a room that's probably pretty eager to go. You know, a lot of guys who are kind of really itching to play.
Yeah, we do. We got a lot of guys in there who, like you said, are eager and ready to play and anxious to play. And they understand that there's a process that goes before playing, and so they're honed into the process right now. Just all the preparation and the steps that it takes before we ever get to go play. So just focusing on the day-to-day process.
At this time a year ago, you didn't know you'd have Abram,
Right.
and now you don't have Abram or Ebner. Is that a shock to the system, or it's just part of coaching, I guess?
Yeah, I think it's part of coaching. But anytime you lose guys that have played that much ball, that had that much leadership, you know, um, you're going to feel it in the room. But we got guys in this room, like we said, that are eager and ready to step up. And so, they're going about the process day to day, and I'm eager to throw them out there and see what they do. And I know they feel the same way with that. But naturally, anytime you lose guys like that, you'll feel it in the room. But these guys are ready to roll and step up.
Can you maybe just talk a little specifically about some of them? Maybe starting with Taye, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, all the guys in the room have a unique skill set, right? All of them have a unique skill set, and we talk about this all the time. Like, use your dominant traits. Whatever God has blessed you with, maximize that skill set. And so all the guys from Tay on down have a unique skill set, and they're just coming in, just trying to hone their skill set. Like I said, working on the process day in, day out, preparing themselves for whoever's in the game, that there's no drop-off.
With that being said, I mean, it was kind of a running back by committee between Abram and Treston last
Right.
year. Do you see that kind of being how y'all operate more going forward, or do you think that there would be more of a bell cow back kind of?
Yeah, I can't really say right now. I think it's kind of a as the thing goes type of situation. Whatever the team needs, whatever the unit needs, whatever our room needs is kind of how we're going to go about it. And so, if that's three guys, touching it, four guys touching it, whatever to get the job done, I think is how we're going to operate it.
Do you have a preference on how you would like to see that develop?
However, we get the job done. No preference, whatever works best.
Who are maybe one or two of the guys that have stood out to you?
Yeah, they all have their own unique deal, so they're all standing out in their own unique ways, right? I'm not, we're at practice 5 in the spring. I'm not ready to sit here and say like, hey, here's the guy that's taking over and gonna do X, Y, Z. They all have a unique skill set, and they're all preparing the right way and approaching it, and they're all eager to get in there and show what they can do.
With returning, the offensive line, and obviously that's, the heart and soul,
Right.
so important. Just what's that like from a coaching perspective to see your running back room and just how they can kind of like flow into that offense?
Yeah, as a running back coach and as running backs, anytime you got a group of guys like that coming back that are going to lead the way, it kind of sets the tone. And, our team in general is led by big people, and our room understands that. And so we're excited and blessed to have those guys back, and those guys are going to lead the way, clear guys out the way, and we'll take what they give us.
For the guys that were here last year and saw Abram, put in the work to make that change and
Right.
do what he did last year, what do you think they learned from him, and what do you hope they can kind of carry into this year?
Just going about the day-to-day, the process, how he approached the day. And so I think if they can take anything from him, is how he came to work. And so, like you mentioned, this time last year, we might have not known what Abram was going to be, but he worked himself into that. He focused on detail day in, day out, and it worked out for him. And so if they can take anything, I think it was how he approached the day-to-day process.
How has Josh Fleeks made the transition? Is he doing well?
Yeah, Josh is doing well. Josh is doing well. He's picking it up. Josh has played some running back in spots. He's done some of that in high school. So he's a natural cutter. Has great spontaneous agility. He's picking it up. He's coming along well.
Did you do some of that in college? Seems like. Did you do a little bit of receiver?
Oh yeah, I did. I did a little bit of everything. I was kind of like, hey, we need a guy to do this. Okay, I'll do it. So yeah, I played a few spots. Again, anything. The same mindset that the unit has. Anything for the team, anything for the unit, whatever we need to do to execute to reach our end goal, we're willing to do.
Hey, I guess you and a whole bunch of guys back there have to be pretty eager to get out on the field.
Oh yeah, of course. We all competing and just trying to be the best us possible. Just trying to get better every day.
What'd you were you inspired by guys like Abram and Treston last year, just kind of the production they had?
Oh yeah, of course. They're my upperclassmen. They took me in as their little brother. So of course, yeah, I'm gonna look up to them. They did a good job teaching me the basics and just keeping my head on straight.
Coach said that everybody in this running back room kind of brings their own gift. What do you feel like is the gift that you bring to this group?
I feel like I'm just like an in between. I can do a little bit of everything. So
What have you been working on, as far as your game? Just
I've
getting
been,
better.
I really just been working in every category, just trying to upgrade everything, just reach the next level.
How much did last year help you? I know you didn't get a lot of snaps behind those guys, but you did have a big game early in the year.
Yeah, it was really helpful because I was able to just sit back and watch and really just take in how like a pro really does it, if that makes sense.
Coach talked about it. I mean, having all those offensive linemen back, how big is that for the running back room to have all those guys back?
Oh, it's really good because, they're all experienced, so they could help us, and they really help us with the play calls and all that stuff, the pass pro and stuff like that.
You think you could maybe be a power back there, a guy can get the tough yardage?
I could be whatever the coach wants me to be.
Okay.
With that in mind, what has kind of the competition? You would think that there's sort of a hole there at running back that you guys are trying to fill. What's that competition been like between you guys?
Really, it's just like we're brothers, so we all try and help each other. Some not friendly stuff, but we try. Of course, we all just gonna compete every day, and just, yeah.
Sqwirl, I guess you got to be really eager. A lot of you guys didn't get a lot of carries last year. What's kind of the attitude in the room right now?
It's just really last year was last year. We're letting that go. We took a lot of mental reps last year. So this year we're just really looking forward. Getting better as a team, getting better in the running back room, and picking up the slack where the guys that left last year left us.
Mentally, how have you kept yourself right just with all the injuries and stuff? How have you, kind of just shook that off, I guess?
Injury is going to come within this sport, so mentally in the headspace, I've been pouring into my body in the training room, trying to make sure I'm healthy for this year, so I'm ready to go.
Have you put a little bit on?
Yes, sir.
What are you up to?
As of right now, I'm up to 175.
175?
Yes, sir.
Are you feeling healthy that you can do everything you want to do?
Yes, sir. I feel very healthy.
Being one of the older guys on the team, how have you helped maybe some of the newer running backs or anyone along? What are your experiences?
I would say my experience with injuries, I'm just telling these guys to pour into their bodies, get into the training room, really work on your body because, in the long run, those wears and tears is really going to wear down. If you take care of your body, it'll really take care of you.
Well, what do you feel like you kind of add with your skill set?
I would say my dominant trait is my speed, so anytime I get to use it, I'm using it.
Are you a good receiver out of the backfield too, or is that something you're working on?
Yeah, I'd say my hands are really pretty good. Every day after practice we're catching jugs, getting on the jugs, getting 100 buddy catches. So, my hands are a lot better than what they used to be, and I'm really proud of that.
How much confidence builds in that room after you guys see the types of seasons that Treston and Abram both had?
The confidence is really high. Those guys really paved the path for us last year, and seeing how those guys, how their years went through college and how they really did it last year really paved the path for us young guys, and we can really see that, and that's how we're moving forward.
Do you feel pressure with that as well?
No pressure at all, I would say they took majority of the carries, so it's time for somebody to pick up the slack, but I feel very confident that me and the guys in the room will be able to do that.
When you saw the super senior O-linemen announcing they're coming back, what was kind of going through your head?
I'm excited. You always would love to have a great O-line, So seeing those guys come back, I was really excited about that.
What's sort of the atmosphere in the running back room? There's obviously a little bit of a competition for who's going to get snaps, but how are y'all kind of dealing with that between yourselves?
I don't think the guys in the running back room really look at it that way. We just take it day by day, push each other, help each other get better, pour into our playbooks. And, when the time comes, whoever's out there, I know they'll be prepared to go.